Wild animals might look cuter, even harmless, but one wrong encounter can cost you your health. Here's how to protect yourself with 8 essential hacks. Asterisk: wild animals are unpredictable, and even if you think you know how to behave, mistakes can happen. That's why these 8 health hacks are crucial for anyone venturing into the wilderness. Asterisk 8. Keep a safe distance. What it is. Always maintain a safe distance from wild animals. Think at least 50 to 100 feet for larger animals like bears, moose, or wolves. For smaller animals, maintain a respectful distance and avoid attempting to touch or feed them. Why it matters. Wild animals can carry diseases like rabies, leptospirosis, or parasites that jump to humans. Many attacks happen simply because humans got too close, invading the animal's space. Even seemingly calm animals can react unpredictably if they feel threatened. Anecdote. Imagine a hiker in Yellowstone who decided to get a closer look at a bison. The bison charged. Injuries, hospitalization. Lesson learned. Respect the space of wildlife. Pro tip. Use binoculars, zoom lenses, or a good pair of eyes from a distance. Photograph animals from afar rather than trying to approach them. Extra detail. For social animals like monkeys or raccoons, remember, food is often a bigger trigger than your presence. Keeping distance reduces the risk of aggressive food-seeking behavior. Point 7. Carry a first aid kit. Expanded. What it is. A compact kit stocked with essentials, antiseptic wipes, gauze, bandages, tweezers, antihistamines, and over-the-counter painkillers. Why it matters. Cuts, bites, or scratches from wild animals can get infected quickly due to bacteria. Insect bites can escalate into severe allergic reactions if untreated. Early intervention can prevent small injuries from becoming life-threatening. Pro tip. Include animal-specific items like a snake bite kit or tick removal tools if you're exploring areas with higher-risk species. Expanded tip. Pack your first aid kit in an easy-to-access place like a small backpack, pocket, or waist pack, because injuries often happen when you least expect them. Story. A hiker in the Pacific Northwest once ignored a small scratch from a bush while a squirrel ran by. Days later, the scratch became infected, leading to antibiotics. Lesson. Don't underestimate even minor injuries in nature. 6. Vaccinations and preventive medicine. What it is. Keeping your vaccines current is a preventive health hack you can't skip. Rabies, tetanus, hepatitis A, and tick-borne illness prophylactics are essential depending on your environment. Why it matters. Wild animals often carry viruses or bacteria invisible to the naked eye. A simple bite or scratch can transmit dangerous diseases, sometimes with delayed symptoms. Extra detail. Ticks, for example, can transmit Lyme disease, Rocky Mountain spotted fever, or tick-borne vaccinations and preventive medications are your best defense. Pro tip. Research the wildlife in the area you're visiting. Higher risk zones for rabies or tick-borne diseases should influence your vaccination strategy. Story. In some parts of Asia and Africa, monkey bites are a common vector for viral diseases. Tourists who skipped pre-travel vaccines often end up in hospitals weeks later. Prevention is always better than cure. 5. Learn animal behavior signals. What it is. Every wild animal has signals or body language indicating stress, fear, or aggression. Understanding these can prevent dangerous encounters. Why it matters. Recognizing warning signals like growls, raised fur, hissing, or tail swishing allows you to react safely. Misreading an animal's behavior can provoke attacks. Pro tip. Research common species in your hiking area. For example, bears' paw swipes or jaw pops indicate agitation. Snakes' coiled posture means ready to strike. Big cats' low growl and flattened ears equals defensive. Extra detail. Some animals warn you before attacking. Humans who recognize these early signs can retreat safely. Ignoring these cues is the fastest way to danger. Story. A wildlife photographer once misread a cougar's warning tail, flick as playful. Fortunately, he noticed just in time to back away slowly. Quick observation saved him. 4. Proper food storage. What it is. Store food securely in airtight containers or bear-proof canisters, and never leave food near sleeping areas. Why it matters. Strong food odors attract wild animals, including bears, raccoons, and monkeys. Animals that get human food become bolder, increasing the likelihood of aggressive encounters. Pro tip. Hang food 10 to 15 feet off the ground and 4 to 6 feet from tree trunks if bear-proof containers aren't available. Extra detail. Even small food scraps like chocolate wrappers or fruit peels can lure wildlife. Practice leave no trace to protect both your safety and the animal's natural behavior. Story. In Yosemite, a camper ignored food storage rules. Overnight, a bear broke into the tent area. Minor scratches. No. Psychological impact. Huge. Always store food safely. 3. Wear protective clothing. What it is. Wearing long sleeves, pants, gloves, and even sturdy boots is more than just a fashion choice. It's a health hack that protects you from bites, scratches, insect stings, and contact with plants that may carry toxins. Why it matters. Many insects, like ticks and mosquitoes, transmit serious diseases such as Lyme disease, malaria, or Zika virus. Venomous snakes or spiders can bite exposed skin. Even small scratches from branches can become infected with bacteria from plants or soil. Pro tip: choose light-colored clothing to easily spot ticks or insects crawling on you. Use insect-repellent clothing or treat fabrics with permethrin for added protection. Story: a hiker in the Appalachian Mountains learned this lesson the hard way. Wearing shorts, he brushed past a bush, unknowingly filled with ticks. Weeks later, he was diagnosed with Lyme disease. Protective clothing could have prevented it entirely. Extra detail: layering is also key. Thin layers wick moisture but still create a barrier between your skin and potential irritants. Consider gloves when handling firewood, setting up tents, or moving through dense vegetation. Even in warm weather, light long sleeves can save a trip to the hospital. 2. Carry deterrence and safety. Tools: what it is. Carrying tools like bear spray, whistles, personal alarms, or even air horns can be a literal lifesaver. These items allow you to create distance between yourself and a potentially aggressive animal without direct contact. Why it matters? Deterrents give you options beyond running, which can be dangerous. Many animals, like bears or big cats, chase fleeing prey. Noise-making tools can scare off curious or territorial animals. Bear spray has been shown to be more effective than guns in wildlife encounters in terms of reducing serious injuries. Pro tip: learn how to properly use your deterrent. For example, bear spray is most effective when sprayed in a short, controlled burst, not as a continuous stream. Keep deterrents easily accessible inside a waist pouch, not buried at the bottom of your backpack. Story: a group of hikers in Canada had a sudden encounter with a grizzly. One member had a whistle and a bear spray canister. Quick, coordinated use of the tools scared the bear away without anyone being harmed. This could have been a disaster without preparation. Extra detail: some areas also require people to carry specific deterrents, like bear spray in national parks. Check local rules before heading out. Even something as simple as shouting loudly can work if done correctly, but having the right tools maximizes your safety. 1. Know how to react during an encounter. What it is. The final, and perhaps most important, health hack is knowing how to respond if a wild animal suddenly appears. Your actions can determine whether the encounter ends safely or leads to injury. Why it matters. Panic or sudden movements can provoke an attack. Different animals require different responses. There is no one-size-fits-all. Guidelines by animal type. Bears: if it's a grizzly, play dead by lying flat, covering your neck, and remaining still. If it's a black bear, try to scare it off by appearing larger, making noise, and slowly backing away. Big cats, cougars, leopards, don't run. Maintain eye contact, make yourself look bigger, and slowly retreat. Snakes: freeze if a snake is coiled near you. Sudden movement can trigger a strike. Step back slowly, and avoid handling it. Monkeys or raccoons: avoid eye contact, back away slowly, and never feed them. Story: a camper in Africa once froze during a sudden encounter with a leopard. By staying calm, making himself appear large, and slowly retreating, he avoided an attack. His calm knowledge literally saved his life. Pro tip: always study local wildlife behavior before visiting a new area. Carry a small wildlife guidebook, or use a mobile app to identify animals and their warning signs. Extra detail: practicing situational awareness is crucial. Keep your head on a swivel while hiking. Avoid headphones that block environmental sounds. And scan the area for signs of animals. Remember, the goal is always to avoid physical contact and minimize stress for both you and the animal. Those were the top 8 health hacks to stay safe around wild animals. Remember, keep your distance, stay prepared, and know how to react. If you found this helpful, like, subscribe, and comment with your own wilderness tips. Stay safe out there, and enjoy the wild responsibly.